Well, look, I do have hair. Every time you see me, it's always pulled back. Not today. I'm just lazy today. Hey guys, been a while. What's been? A week or two since I had a video? A week. Excuse me. Been trying to find some gold for MLZB. Well, I guess I can show you the messy table. Been trying to find some gold for MLZB. I'm just looking through my Grammys right now and half grammars. I found his eagle that he wanted. You know, I thought I had more eagles, and I did probably at one time. I might have sold some, but every eagle I have is slabbed. 10th eagle is slabbed. I have one eagle that was left in a flip. So I got it. It's here. He wanted a 10th ounce eagle, so I did find one. But now we're looking at Grammys and half Grammys and quarter Grammys and see what else he needs for that thing that was a 10 ounce owl, Canadian owl, silver owl that we're dealing on. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's got, I don't know, so many things going on. And I think I finally figured out kind of his lifestyle. When he was a cop, he did a lot of security for concerts, I think, off duty. And that's how he got to know so many rockers. And then when he left the force, then's when he started his shop, collectible shop. And then the collectible shop kind of merged into the silver space. So I think I got him kind of figured out. Kind of figured out. Kind of hoping that's what my brother does when he retires from the police force. Does something kind of like that. Starts a business, you know. His wife already has her own business. She's a personal fitness trainer down there, and she does a real good business. So, and I got to admit, the gal looks good. She's in shape. So I can attest to the fact that she's probably a pretty damn good physical fitness trainer. I mean, I haven't seen her in action. I don't know. I've never watched her classes or anything. I don't even know if she's on the tube. But just from looking at her and her telling me, you know, she has this many clients or that many clients, how many times a week, I can imagine she does a pretty good job, pretty good business. Anyway, that's my hope for him. We got all kinds of other health issues in the family. We got a brother with a gallbladder problem, might be cancer. We got a sister that's got to get a hip and a knee replaced, and she thought she had bone cancer, but that came back clear. Sister-in-law with breast cancer. Mother-in-law died of bone cancer. My mother died dementia, and I think she was just wore out. Got another brother whose knees are giving out on him. The outdoor life is kind of hard on people. So anyway, that's what we got going on. I have to this afternoon. Hey, AJ, how are you, buddy? No, I wasn't kidding. You know, the other day, I wasn't kidding about those magnets. I just got to figure out how to get them to you. I don't know if I can get them to you in the mail. I got these little magnets like this. Some of them are square, rectangle, or whatever, but they're neodymium magnets. They're very strong. And I use one of these, I'll put it on my, let me get it. I mean, these are hard to get apart, man. When I go any place where I can find coins, what I do is I take one of these and I put it on my coping leg and put it in my pocket. And I got it with me all the time. But I just got to figure out, oh, Jesus Christ, there goes. Figure out how to get them to you, because I don't know if I can get them to you in the mail. You know, if I put them in, you know, like a thank you card or something, or in a cardboard, and then tape it all up, when it goes through the machine, it's going to stick to shit. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Put them in a package, maybe? Might have to put them in a box, in the middle of a box. But anyway, and then the other thing I wanted to show you, I got four of the ladies from the Deadwood Tobacco Company. I got their boxes in here. I got to get the other two boxes yet. What am I missing? I'm missing Crazy Alice. Nope. I'm missing Leather Rose, and I'm missing Sweet Jane. And Sweet Jane is an easy one. I'll get her, but I don't know about Leather Rose. Anyway, out of these cigars, and I'll bring the boxes up here, and I'll show you. And I saved these cigar boxes because a lot of people want them because of the artwork that's in them. I kind of like the artwork in these boxes. That's why I save them. I sent one to Jenna, and I think I sent one to Gambit or somebody. I sent another one of the ladies another one of the boxes. But here is the one that I like the best out of all 6 of those ladies. Is and you can see. Let me put this down here just a little ways. Like that. And this one you can see, Deadwood Tobacco Company. And this is a Dominicana. It's a 6x50. It's a Toro. I kind of like this one the best. Here's the artwork on the cover. But what I like about them is they have the artwork inside the cover too. And there's a Dominicana. That one's not bad. Yeah, and I can buy them for $4 a piece, and I got to ship them, so whatever. It's like $10 for a box, but that's a Dominicana. That's the one I like the best out of those 6. And then here's the girl with no name. And the cigar is okay. It's just I don't like a thin, long cigar, and that's what these are, a thinner, longer cigar. And that's the artwork that's inside of this one. And these boxes aren't, I mean, put together the best, but. And here's a Fat Bottom Betty. Oh, if I can get it open. Guys like me don't have any fingernails because we bite them off. There. And there's the Fat Bottom Betties. I do like the artwork inside these boxes, though. And then here's Crazy Alice. And I've had to glue on these hinges on a couple of these boxes because they just... Uh-oh, that one doesn't want to go now. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe I'm going to have to redo the hinge on these. Kind of looks like it, don't it? Well, let's see if I can get the... There's the art inside this one. Looks like I may have to redo these hinges again. No. I think he just stuck. But anyway, they make great little pencil boxes and stuff. Or if you like artwork, you can take the lids off and put them on a collage or whatever. I've seen people do different things with them. They are pretty neat. And here in the next month or two, I'll probably get the other ones, Leather Rose and the Sweet Jane. But right now, I'm smoking. What do I have left? I think I have. I got half a box of. They're a Gurkha cigar, but what do they call? Pure Evil. I like those. I like those a lot. Got a half box left, and I have a couple of the. Those long thin ones. I think I have. The Girl with No Name. I think I got a couple of those left. And I've got 4 other Gurkhas left, 12-year, 15-year. I like to go, when I go to tobacco shop, you can get, Gurkha has 2 sampler packs. They have 5 or 6 cigars in each one. And one's a red, one's a yellow. And they have different cigars in some, but they have the same cigars in some, so 3 new ones, 3 old ones, whatever. I like to get those and switch them back and forth. I do like their 12-year, and Gurkha, the Pure Evil is a Gurkha cigar, and I got that in a sampler pack, and that's why I bought a box of them. I do like them, but they're a real good cigar. I'm going to go out and have one today yet, but I have a 3 o'clock appointment to put new tires on the back of my truck. They weren't supposed to be here until today. I ordered them online, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. They weren't supposed to be here until today. So we made the appointment in the afternoon. Okay. They came yesterday about noon. And my wife put them in the back of the truck. My truck is parked outside where it's cold in the shed. And no, they got to come inside. So I took them down to the shop, put them in the warm shop. So when the guys work on them, they don't have to stretch and work so hard. You got to have warm rubber. And these are some hefty duty tires for my truck. So I get 2 a year, every year and a half. And I put the new ones on the back and put the old ones on the front. And I just keep switching them. So now the 2 on the back, which I bought last year, will go to the front. And the 2 new ones will go on the back. And they're deep tread, mud, and snow, knobbly bastards. And I don't care about noise on the highway because I'm deaf anyway. Yeah, I'll ask the post office about it, but I think I just put it inside of a box. And see, that doesn't go through the machine, so. Oh, I got cardboard boxes too. And they still, cigars still come in cardboard, but I have one coming from Block Blockas, an old Benson and Hedges cigar box. Believe it or not, Benson and Hedges made cigars. And when that gets here, I'll show it to you because that's a neat box. But Garcia Vegas, what other ones come in a paper box? Oh, those Pure Evil, they come in a cardboard box. I think they put them in the wood box, the fancy wood box, just to jack up the price. Hi, Jerry. How are you, buddy? But that's about all I got as far as I did go through my Canadian nickels, and because I got a lot of extra Canadian nickels. I mean, a lot of them. And so I went through them, and I think what I'm going to do with them is just roll them up, the extra ones. Now, these are the nickel ones. Roll them up and take them to the bank or sell them online, whatever. And then all of the silver ones, the silver nickels, 80%, and my extra, what I got here? Extra dimes, extra nickels, extra small nickels. I got to check with a couple guys, see if they want small nickels first, but I'll check with them, tell them what I got extra, because I'm filling a book with small nickels if I can find them all. And I have one book full of large pennies, and I have another book of large pennies, Canadian large pennies, 2/3 full. So I'm looking for the other ones there. So I'll trade those fish scale nickels for pennies. Yeah, I know. I'm trading silver for copper, but I want to get that book full. And then I can sell one book and keep one book. Yeah, they are. They're my tires are at least a 10 ply. Because I got to haul a lot of wood. I got to pull a 16-foot car trailer with tractor or other vehicles on. Sometimes that is loaded with wood, with 2 or 3 cords of wood. I got a single axle dump trailer. I pull dirt down to my daughter's. I got to bring sand or driveway gravel here. I got to go actually this year and get some sand, 1 load of dirt down to my daughter's, and I have to get small driveway rock. You guys know what small driveway rock looks like, real small, with fines. And then that goes in the floor of my shed. So I'm going to need another probably 15 ton in there to even everything out. So, and I got to put some of that around the outside too. I got to get some regular road rock, limestone, put around the outside of my building. But yeah, that's all I got. All right, let's hang this back up. I don't know what else we're doing, but I got to stop at pharmacy today, and do some shopping. But there we go. Yeah, we got 1 package. Maybe that's a little bit too deep. Just a little bit too deep there. Yeah, that's better. And then back camera up. All right, there we go. Turn around this way. You don't need to see my lap that well. Yeah, hearing aids. You see them plugged in there all the time. Matter of fact, I should unplug them sons of bitches. Every once in a while, you got to unplug them, let them discharge, and then plug them back in, let them recharge. Just keep the batteries fresh. All right, let's see what we got in this thing. Diana's. Oh, did you know yesterday was Diane Durbin's birthday? That's right. Rock is cheap, but it's the trucking that adds up, and that's why I bought a dump trailer. You ain't just a shitting. 53 Canadian cent ender. You're not talking large pennies, you're talking small pennies. Okay. JJ 53. I have to look. I got rolls and rolls of pennies, buddy. Are you looking for that 53? Because I got rolls of pennies out there with 40s, 50s, 60s in them. No. It wasn't. No, I wasn't going to buy it. That was for Jack. All I was going to do, if he wasn't there, was buy it so somebody else didn't get it, so that I would have got a hold of him and told him I have it for him at that price. No, I'm not a nice guy or fucking whatever. I was going to buy that just so he could have it. Oh, you just found it. Okay, good, JJ. I certainly don't need 2 of them. And I know that Jack wanted one, and he wasn't there, and he was there earlier, and then he wasn't there, and then he wasn't there, and then they were going to close it. Okay, I'll just buy it for him. So that's not a big deal. Anyway, maybe we should open this. No, I don't want 2 of those. One's enough, believe me. Now, 2 of I bought that 1858 penny. That's the starter penny. That's the hard one to find. And Joe has had 3 of them on his auction as long as I've been going to his auctions. Hidden Numismatist bought 1. I bought the second one, and then this one came up for sale. And I thought Hidden would probably bid on it, but he didn't. So yeah, I'll take it. It was still, and I fell asleep during the auction. And when I woke up, it was already past it, and I went back to look at it, and it was open. That nobody bid on it. So I asked Joe if I could bid it. And he said, sure. Okay. Uh-oh, what's in here? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Well, that's all I need there. I don't need to put that down there. We're good. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my God. How many auctions is this? Looks like 4. Oh, looks like pennies. Yeah, there's a 61 set and the large cent. That's an 1898 large cent I got. I got a Walking Liberty half with an obverse mint mark. Somebody let me have that one for 30 bucks. I don't know why. Oh, and I got my gold nuggets in there, my placer gold. There's some more pennies. I got that Olympic track silver dollar, Canadian small cent cap die. Yeah, that one goes in my book. And somebody let me have a Franklin $50. They've been going for nuts lately. And I got that gold marine coin. And, I got that golf set, that silver golf set. Yeah. I think people are going to be surprised about silver. I really do. Now we got the United States and J.D. Vance talking about setting floor prices for silver, national stockpiles. I think what they're trying to do is dismantle the COMEX, and the London Metals Exchange will still be there because that's London, but they're going to dismantle the U.S. based and try and settle down the prices of some assets. And so it's not so volatile because, the United States is actually trying to create a stockpile, also strategic stockpile, and they don't want prices fluctuating up and down like it has been. So there is some certainty so that they can budget to create their stockpile. I think that's a lot to do with it, but all right, now I won't be reading chat for a while, but yeah, I know, JJ. I had fallen asleep. Yeah, those invoices are all from Durbin's. This whole package is from Durbin's. See what I got in here. This one little one. That's it. Okay. What do we got in here? A bunch of little stuff. A bunch of little stuff we can take out. And then we'll put it right back in. But here's that 60 Franklin. Somebody let me have a Franklin. I try to buy them when they're on sale or somebody's not looking for them or whatever. I don't know about bell lines on this one. I have to look, but what's that price of silver? 77. I think that silver is going to go up. Those bell lines are just about full. Right there to the left of the dinger, there's a dinger on it. There's a ding on it. Otherwise, they'd be full. Damn, that's a nice one. Let's see if you can see it. I'll try to hold it up here real close. See to the left of the dinger there? There's a little bit of wear right there. You can just see it. Otherwise, to the right of the dinger, Those bell lines are all full and complete. And the left side of the bell are all full and complete. Just those two little places in the middle there, or on the middle of the left side. But that's not too bad. That's really not bad at all. Oop, upside down, of course. Everybody must have their 1960s slots full in their books. Otherwise, they wouldn't let me get it. Let's see what we got here. We got a walk and lib. Let's see what she looks like. Somebody let me get a walk and lib too. That one's kind of a slick. Looks like it's an S though, doesn't it? Couldn't tell really. Where are you at? Wow, really can't tell. Have to put it under a microscope. Have to put it under a scope. Yeah, it's an S. That's what he says. There it is. That's why I couldn't find it. It's right here. Yeah, right under In God We Trust. Let's see if you can see it. Sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? But that's the only thing that makes that one worth a shit. Otherwise, it's a slick. But it's silver, so silver pile. And then what do we got here? We got a 1974. This is that cap die. Let's see if you can tell. I don't know. Can you tell maybe? Colors. Probably be upside down. No, what's that? Can you tell? I can tell. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. It's an interesting penny. It'll go in my penny book, but that's an interesting penny. That up there. Now what we got here? This is a large penny. It's dark. Dark. It's a dark one. I let my cat back in the shed. I left her out last night. She wanted to stay out. Yeah, why not? Every once in a while, she wants to go out and hunt something. There's an 1890 H. Let's see if I can get some light on it. And what I like about this one is the H is pretty nice. I think I have another one. It's only got half of an H showing, which really bugged me. That's why I had to get a couple of other ones. Come on. Yeah, that H is nice and full. So, yeah, I'm kind of happy about that one. Even though it's dark, it's in good shape. You can get that H up there a little bit better. Of course, it'd be upside down. You can see that H. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. That one will go in the book for sure. And that one I got yesterday is going to go in the book too. So, and then the other thing we got in that thing was that placer gold. Let's see what these little nuggies look like. Oh. Now there's some fine looking little nuggies in there. I think I'm going to take it out of there because the camera wants to focus on the flip and not the nuggies. That's a couple of nice lookers there. Those are bigger than pickers. Those are nuggets, actually. And that's what it's got on the back, 1.22 grams. So you can't really see the back of them, but that's a couple of nice looking nuggies. I'll take it. I'll take it all day, any day. This flip goes in the trash. Put it back in the bag. I'm getting a nice little collection of nuggets now. I got a couple of these plasters. And this one doesn't say where these are from. So I don't know. They're probably from Arizona. I would think, maybe. Because I think my other one said Arizona, but I'm not sure. So I think that's where they're from. What the hell? Oh, these are pennies. Yeah, I can tell. Just heavy. Oh, I see ya. I see ya. Maybe I can get that ripped off of there. Well, the glue's too good on these, Diane. You guys get some good, I don't know if they come from Dollar General or where they come from, but they're pretty good. Yeah. All right. Pennies. What do we got? These are 2014 D and 2014 P, I would think. Hopefully, maybe a set. Huh, that one don't say it all. So let's see if we can see it under this. I'm thinking P's and D's because it sure looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, 2014 P's and D's, and I don't know what this one is. I can look at the invoice, but they all go into a different safe. Just I got a penny safe. That one is it. I'm hoping it's a 1970. Wow, that looks like a 9. Could be a 9 or a 5. Can't hardly tell. Looks like a 9, but hard to tell with that roll under there. I got to get my little tool out and run that back so you can tell. But to be brutally honest with you, not in that one. 2014 P and D. Yeah, okay, got that. We knew that. And 79. There you go, 1979. That's what I thought I could see, but you never know. You never, ever know. All right, let's see. Errors or varieties, depends. Are you putting a book together? If you're putting the book together, yeah, then errors and varieties are okay to collect. Otherwise, no, there's no sense. But I'm not, and the only errors and varieties and stuff like that I collect are Canadian. So it's not like I'm collecting. What do we got in here? All right, let's see what we got here. This is that Marine Corps. And he had another one for sale yesterday too. So, and I was saying that this will probably go to my brother-in-law, my no good Marine brother-in-law up in North Dakota. That's what it looks like on the backside. And that does come with a COA, and it's from the American Mint. So it's one of those things that, you know, and this is number 509. It's one of those things that they put out to make money. You know, just and it's probably in a VFW magazine or something like that. They advertise. They always play on heartstrings. They always play on, and it probably costs too much. But I bought one for my brother-in-law. He's, 10 years older than I am. So he was in Vietnam at the end of Vietnam. So in the, let me see what it was. So he was probably there in the late 60s. I have to ask him, 68, 69, I think. But yeah, that's probably going to him. I gave him that one wood plaque that was for sale on the Wounded Warrior benefit auction. It had the Iwo Jima coin up on the top, and it had it was wood engraved. I bought that one for him, sent it to him. There's another silver coin, Marine coin I bought for him and sent to him. And this one. So he'll get that one. Now what we got here? We got a golf set. We'll look at that last. This is a mint set. I think Joe had another one of these yesterday too. 61. I'd have to look again, but yeah, it's a nice set, but I don't need. No, this is 61. He had Charlottetown. He had the Snow Goose one, right? I don't know. He had one of them. I like this purple. And 61 Voyager is probably not silver. Let's see here. Where's my little sheet? My little cheat sheet. Where'd it go? Oh, come on, you. I know it's here somewhere. There it is. I found it. Hold up a second. One of the other Canadian stuff. Dollars. Halves. Dollars. Voyagers. Oh, no. It's 80%. 35 to 67 was 80%. So let's look at the rest of them. The halves. Is 80%. The quarter is 80%. The dime is an 80%. The nickel, being a 61, is Cupro nickel. Nope. Back. Go back. No. 22 to 82. 99.9% nickel. Since 82 has been Cooper nickel. All right. And then the penalty as a 61 is 98% copper. So cool. That one's worth some money then. That one's worth some money then. And there's all the beautiful young ladies on the backside. And from what was it, Gold Maple tells us, this portrait was when she was 26 years old, I think. So that makes her exactly 30 years older than me. Exactly. She's dead and I'm still alive. So does that tell you what kind of a time frame I have? Uh-huh. Exactly. Like I said, I give myself 10 to 15. Well, 10 years from what I am now, or what I will be in July, I will be 70 in July. So 10 years from that, give me 80. 15 give me 85, and I think that's reasonable. I think that's very reasonable. All right, let's put you back here too. Put you back there with a Marine coin. I don't know what we got here. All right, this was the Olympic Games of Atlanta Centennial. I think this one is the, what did I say it was? The runner? I don't know. I collect United States commemorative proofs. That's the only thing that I will collect from the United States. I don't collect eagles. I stack eagles. See, this one had a subscription. So there was a whole series of these, and I've bought a couple. So I got men's gymnastics. I got, what else I got? Cycling. Come on, open up. God damn it. There you go. And she's a proof. This is men's track. Men's track. This is the baton pass, whatever that. Maybe not. Maybe it's just track and field. They're in different lanes, so I have to read the damn paperwork that comes with it to know what it is. Nice coin, though. Real nice looking. Real nice looking. Didn't look that good when he had it on his camera when he was selling it, but that's a real nice looking coin. Real nice looking. Glad I got that one. Let's see. Where'd that little paper go? You little bastard. Where'd you go now? Did I drop it? Oh, there it is. Silver gymnast, silver cycling. Where are the next ones? It's an 8-coin subscription set. That's what I thought. There's cycling, gymnast, blind runner, tennis, rowing, track. This was a track. I think I got the blind runner and the gymnast. So, they're, the same as a silver dollar. So they're going to be, was it 0.73 of an ounce? So a little less than 3/4 of an ounce. And it's going to be 90% because it's American. It doesn't say that on here, but you can look it up and it'll tell you. But yeah, that's nice. I like that. That goes with my other one. I gotta look up my other ones. And then they gotta go together. And I gotta make them as a set. I gotta hunt through that whole damn safe again. I mean, I have individual ammo cans marked, but good Lord. There's like 3 or 4 with US stuff in I gotta go through. And you gotta dig them out of the safe and whatever. Okay, here's the good one. And he tried to bring it up twice. I don't think he sold it the first time. And then I said, yeah, I'll buy it. What the hell? And it's an ounce of silver. So let's see here. $1, 2022, $1 fine silver 2-coin set, Heritage Sports Series golf. So this was a series also. And this one is sealed, I think. Oh no, you can open it right there. A lot of times that plastic just screws me up. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Sheet. You know, I tried some of that dirt the other day that you sent me. That's a pretty good dirt. I had about what'd I find in there? Oh, a good hour and a half nuggy. Yeah, that was pretty good. Thank you very much. Yeah, 0.77. Yep. Here's that little golfer set. And we got all kinds of paperwork here. What is this? To download your French and English certificates, please visit www.mint.ca certificates. So this is a Canadian set? I didn't know that when I bought it. Made for the Solomon Islands, 2022, $1, AG 99, 1 ounce. So you got a half ounce and a half ounce. Reverse proof, too. And this is one of 3,000. Oh, so that's nice. Come out of there. And you don't want to come out of there, do you? So then we got to get a package opening tool and pry underneath. Like that. See, and the damn ball moved in there. So you got a golf ball and you got clubs in a bag. And it says golf on it. Okay, great. I used to golf. I don't golf anymore. But both of those are coins, believe it or not, half ounce coins. So in total, it's an ounce, but and number 129. Wonder, does it give it a numismatic value there? There we go. And you got number 129 right up there on a club head. They give it a numismatic value. They should. Yep, $1. Each one's $1. Well, the golf ball says it's $1. I'm thinking that the clubs should be. Yep, it says $1 on the back. $1 on the back of the clubs in the bag and $1 on the front of the golf ball. I guess this is the obverse here with the Queen's picture on, or is that the obverse? Who the hell knows? I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of a neat set. But if that was made Solomon Islands for Canada or Canada for Solomon Islands, I'm kind of glad I bought it then. The certified assayer is PAMP, so I trust that. Country Solomon Islands, and I know Canada does a lot with Solomon Islands, but I am going to go to the Canadian Mint's website and see if they have certificates I can download, and then ask them if this is a Canadian coin or not. That kind of. Let's see, the 2 by 1.5 silver golf coin set is produced in Switzerland. Okay, so why in the hell is produced in Switzerland? It's a Solomon Island coin, but you have to get the certificates from the Canadian Mint, because that's mint.ca. I'm confused, but It's a nice set, regardless. It's a nice set, so I'm not unhappy. I am not unhappy with that. I have so many weird things. It's amazing how many weird things I have. Let's see. We'll put you over here too. All right. Let's go up. And you can see my ugly face. Like Ozzy Man says, here's me face. I got to have coffee. All right, now I can read chat. What do we got? Sheets here, JJ's here. Kevin Hawthorne, hi, buddy. Haven't seen you in a minute. And we had AGI all the way up there. There he is, right there. Let's see, who else we have in here? Oh, I'm just going back. Jerry Parker's here. That's about it. Okay. Ball marker and divot remover. Yeah, need one of those too, don't we? No, I was a golfer. I sold my clubs last year. After I had my ankle surgery, I tried golfing and had to rent a golf cart because I couldn't walk the whole course. So ran a golf cart every time and got a little bit expensive. So I just quit. Sold my clubs. I don't know if my wife still has hers or not, because she used to go with me. She actually bought her own clubs, and we had a fun time. But I'm still finding. I got little ball stands in my truck. I still find them underneath the seat every once in a while. I find some golf stuff downstairs. It's amazing how much stuff you accumulate for a certain hobby or what do I want to say? A hobby or whatever thing that you like doing. How much stuff you accumulate related to that hobby or sport or whatever. Tease, that's it. Sorry. I've been out of it for so long, I forgot what the hell shit's called. I probably should get a hold of, that's what I'll do. Because I got some tokens I got to send down to Kiwi anyway. I was waiting to, and I do the same thing with Jenna. I wait till I have a decent sized box of stuff and then I send it. So maybe that's what I'll do with the golf stuff I find. I'll just put it in a box, mark it Kiwi until I get enough stuff, and then I'll send it down to him. That's probably what I'm going to do. I know he would like to have this golf set, but he's going to have to trade me a lot of gold for it. Well, not a lot of gold, but he's going to have to trade me some gold for it. I'll get a hold of him. We'll see. Actually, I think that's why I bought it, so I could try and trade him. Because I need some. God, he owes me. How much gold does he owe me yet? I must have a box there that's 2 foot by 2 foot. Because there was supposed to be a pan in there, a gold panning pan. There was supposed to be a bunch of New Zealand gold in there. So I traded him some coins, a Peace Dollar and Morgan set. I sent that to him that we were trading. What else? A New Zealand mint put out a certain coin, and he said he's only seen one. I said, I want it. What do you want for it? And we made a deal, so I should have a package coming from him within the year. Sometime this year. I'll drop him an email and see what he says. He's busy. He's busy with that golf course. Nobody is good at it. Unless you're a pro, you're not good at it. I don't give a shit who you are. Golf is one of the most frustrating fucking sports I've ever played in my life. You can make one or two great shots and you think you're on top of the fucking world. The next one, you shank into the trees or in the water, and you got to take a drop in a penalty. You just want to throw them fucking clubs in the water. God, most frustrating and annoying sport I've ever played that I enjoyed. Kiwi comes up late at night at my time because we're 13 hours apart. So if it's 12 here, it's like 1 there in the afternoon. And usually that's when he's taking a lunch break or whatever. And it all depends on what he's doing, because he still works with that farmer and works with cattle. Plus, he's one of the co-managers of the golf course there. So he gave me the name of the golf course. I looked it up online. That's a nice course, man. That's a real nice course. That's exactly right, AG. That's the best game you'll ever love to hate or hate to love. I swear to God. It was nice down in Wellman, Iowa. They had a course where they had sand greens. All the green that's supposed to be green, little, fine grass around a cup was all sand. That was an interesting course to play. Interesting little course to play. And we had 3 courses up here that we played. We got the one over in St. Ansgar. What was that one called? I forget. That one was full of old oak trees. That one's fun because you got to make drives between oak trees and stuff. That one's pretty fun. And they're all 9-hole courses up here. So, Odd Spring Valley. And then the one in Osage is basically a golf club. I played that a couple times when we did like reunions and stuff. We'll have a golf outing, and so I played that. I did all right there. 3-4 under par, or not under, over par. Sorry, over par. So I didn't do too bad on that course. I've only played one game where I parred. Only one. I never underparred anything. Never underparred anything. Had one par game, and the rest have been right at 2, 3, 4 over par all the time. So, see you, Jerry. Thanks, buddy, for coming. Oh, Spring Valley. Okay. Spring Valley, Minnesota. Spring Valley, Iowa. Okay. Spring Valley. You talking Spring Valley, Minnesota? Because I think there's one up there too. Up 63. Iowa, Humboldt County. Okay. I have to look that one up on the internet. There used to be one down between Ionia between Ionia and Charles City. If you go east out of Charles City toward New Hampton, and then Ionia is just off to the south a little bit. There used to be a course just off the south side over there, about a mile. And I don't think it's there anymore. I think it went back to farmland. But I haven't been down that way in a while, so. Livermore, okay, north of Livermore. Yeah, look it up. Hi, Lisa. North of Livermore. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Where's my pen? Come here, pen. And it is odd. What'd you call that? Old North District. Where was that? Spring Valley. Spring Valley. Okay, I'll write it down, look it up, and see what it looks like from ground and from the air. Oh, Lisa, it wasn't awesome. Jesus. I just knew he wanted one. And he actually texted me about how neat it was, and he was thinking about bidding on that one. And I knew he wanted one. So I see nobody was bidding on it. And before Joe put it away, or before somebody else just said, all right, 200 bucks. I said 200 bucks. I knew he wanted one. I just got to save it for him. That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. There's nothing awesome about that. I knew he wanted one pretty bad, so I thought it was, because I have one coming to me, so I know I don't need two of them. One of them is enough, and that's going to go out there and be displayed next to that. I bought one from Fervid. It's got 6 ounces in. It's got a 6-ounce silver coin that has the penny on it, and then the nickel, beaver nickel, and the boat, the sailing boat, the caribou, the crest, and silver maple. And they're all 1-ounce coins, all in a nice display case. And then I have, I bought another 6, because it's a 2-tray set, another 6 half ounces. Now I gotta look. God damn it! And I showed it to you on a stream once. Hold up. It'll sit up there with this. I'll bring this down to the table so we can see it. This set here. That flips open like that. And I have a tray in here. So I got 12 half ounces. And it's really hard to see them in this light, but I move it over here a little bit. Maybe you can see them a little better. Probably not, but yeah, that's really hard, man. Hold up a second. Let me turn the overhead light off. I have the window closed already. Window shade closed. Let me bring in some more light. I can't do anything about the light coming in from the other room now, so. Wow. That really sucks. There you go. Polar bear, let me see. What else I got there? Wolf, glacier, kids in a park, RCMP, caribou, more kids in a park, and what we got over there? Inukshuk, another wolf, and a couple of guys hunting or something. All right, that's those 12 half ounces. And then if I can get this out of here. Nope, that don't come out. Oh, yes, it does. It comes out of there. God damn it. There. let's see. Let's get it over here. All right. You see the penny, and then the beaver, and then the boat, and then the caribou over there. Oh man, that sunlight sucks. I'm not gonna bitch about sunlight. It's just not gonna happen. There you got a shield. You got a loon, a loony, and a toonie, and a toonie. And I think maybe I'm gonna put a silver maple leaf right there. And then on the bottom of this thing, you got all the COAs in the bottom. Well, you know, I can switch this up too. I can put this one in the bottom and then let this one stand up, because this is the way I usually display it. I usually display it like that, standing up. And so I'll put the that other one right next to it, or front side or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to put this thing back where it belongs. Yeah, when I get nice stuff like that, it gets displayed. To put this in a vault, or to put it in a box, come on. To put that in a box and to put it in a safe would be a crime, in my opinion. That would be a crime, in my opinion. Just like that maple with the bell on it, that's a crime if you put those in a box and put it in a safe. That's like all Joe Durbin's bells and stuff boxes and little stuff I got like that. All of them are displayed up on that table over there. To put them in a safe that's not right. I wouldn't do that. That's a crime, I think. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been on and did a live stream, because I don't play Jenga. We don't do Jenga here. Hey, speaking of Jenga, the other night, what was it? 2-3 nights ago, Block was playing Jenga. He came up. He's only going to do 3 games. Then he was going down for something. And by God, I won a game. I actually won a game of Jenga. And usually he'll send out, when they play for prizes, it's a silver dime or something. But we were playing for magnets or cards. And I've already got a block of magnets. So, and usually just one a person. And so he's going to send me one of his postcards again. And I got a couple pages in my sticker book with Black's picture postcards on. That's some really, really nice art. I should probably just order the whole set, but he's got 400 of them. I don't know what he would cost I don't know what those would cost, but. And then you got shipping on top of it. So, but that's some really, really good street art. And I don't care what you say about taggers. Some of those people are damn fine artists. Damn fine. Oh, yeah. I mean, what did I buy? I bought 3 ASEs from MLZB at $80 or $85 a piece. $85 a piece. $85 a piece. And one is the painted, I don't know if it's a 1999 or the 2000, where they painted them with the red, white, and blue on one side. After that, then they started doing 2 sides. So I kind of collect those. I have several. of the 99s and the 2000s. So I'm happy to get one of them anyway from that. And did I pay too much? No, right at the time I paid spot, or maybe just under spot, because I think spot was 90. So I paid under spot for those. Will I make my money back? Do I care? No, don't really care. I didn't do it. I don't buy silver to make money. I mean, I will if it goes up to $150. Yeah, I'm going to sell some. Am I going to sell all of it? No. But and what I'll do is I'll not sell it for cash. I'll just go right into gold at that point. The silver will go right into gold. The platinum that I have will go right into gold. What little palladium I have will go right into gold. Because gold is all of those other metals are industrial metals anymore. Silver used to be a monetary metal, not so much anymore. It's an industrial metal. So gold is the base. It's the base metal for the monetary system, has been for thousands of years, and it will continue to be until I'm dead anyway. So even crypto is going to be backed by gold reserves. Just wait. CBDCs, any crypto exchanges, anything is all going to be backed by gold. If it's not backed by gold, I wouldn't own it. Would not own it. There are several large corporations on a stock exchange that I would own because going into the future, they're going to be the ones who have a monopoly on everything. So there you go. Whatever. No, there's not a real premium on 33 grams. That's for $91. Nah, that was about what it was worth. So whatnot can be addictive. And if you're not watching what you're doing, you can pay too much for an item. So you got to watch what you're doing when you're bidding. That's why I don't like going. I got other things going on at the same time. I can't concentrate on whatnot. So I just don't go. If I'm going to buy stuff, I'm going to buy it from Durbin's, Big T, Mama T. If I can make private deals like with MLZB, like I'm doing now, I will buy from MLZB, Cash Money, Jenny, Angry Warrior, Ginger, SGT, Monarch, you name, and then all the big boys like SD Boy and JM Boy and MMX, Max, and I'll have some deals that are pretty good. So yeah, slower moving shows. Got to set a budget. I'm over my budget for this month. I have to quit. That one penny yesterday kind of screwed my budget, but I wasn't going to let it go. So you don't see them that often. Gram of happy poop, huh? Yeah, I mean, $1 a gram, that's real good, actually. Because what is a gram worth now? 2.5, $3? Nah, not 3, 2.5, maybe 2.25. So, hey, Rocky Mountain Prospector, how you doing, buddy? You know what? I did a pan out of. I have 2 bags of RJ Pater. I think anyway, he had like 100 bags of that, and there's one bag in that whole bunch of hundreds that had a 1 gram nugget in it, or picker, whatever you want to call it. But one bag, and I haven't found it. I had 2 bags. I panned one out. I got 0.270. a little bit more than a quarter gram. I panned it 2 or 3 times, and that's the most frustrating fucking dirt I've ever panned in my life because it's got so many colored pieces of rock or glass or whatever in there. And you want to pick them all out, greens and blues and reds, or there's whites, that's quartz in there. And if you don't pick it out, you're missing something because there are faceted gemstones in there. I found 3 faceted gemstones. And then there's other stuff that obviously were taken out of costume jewelry, like big diamonds and whatever, fake stuff. But nonetheless, it's neat to find. And you spend hours picking through that dirt to pick out those colored pieces, colored bits. And I'll have to do a video on what I found in that dirt. I did a video on panning, but it wasn't good, so I deleted it because I didn't have everything in frame. And I did a little video, short little video on the weighing, but that was kind of a crap video too, so I deleted that. But I'll do a video on what I found in the dirt. I'll even show you the dirt before I dump it in my pail, but because I don't dump it outside anymore, I just dump it in a pail. And then when I get enough of it, half a pail or whatever, I'll sell my own pay dirt and whatever, you know. But I'm sure that's what a lot of guys do. Anyway, that's RJ's pay dirt. I want to do another video on his other bag, but my video technique is shit. Oh, I'm sure he got buckets of dirt, but I had been dumping it outside before I knew better, right by my gas barrel, so I know where it's at. I have a 125 gallon LP tank that goes into my forge, and I dump it right in front of it, so I know where it's at. All I do is dig it up and put it in a bucket. But another thing, when I die, if somebody's looking for gold, I have my panning set up in my butchering room, so I got clean tables and water in there and all that. And there's a drain system, and that drain system goes into a oil water separator, basically, because of the fat in the butchering room that can go down. So the water goes in and it drops in there, and then you have a long pipe that sticks down in the water that far, and then the water raises up to the output pipe, and so you don't get any oil going out, and it hooks up to a farm field, a farm tile. And so all of that sediment, when I wash out buckets or when I wash out my pans and stuff from panning, there's always a little dirt. There's always a little sand. There's always little stuff that gets in the sink and it goes down the drain. Whoever cleans out my oil water trap, when I die, you might find some gold in there. You might find some gold. Oh, horror stories from packages. I had one package that came from somebody, and the coin was forced out the corner of the envelope because they didn't have it taped in there with anything. They just sent a coin, boom, in an envelope, and machine squished it out. So, okay, went to the post office, and I had the PayPal screenshot. I paid for it, and I was reimbursed within a week. And I got the price of the coin plus shipping. So that one was okay. That was one coming to me. And then there was one I sent to, I can't think who it was. Anyway, I always put tracking on all my stuff. And the tracking said that it was delivered at the mailbox on this day at a certain time. When they went to check their mailbox, she had told me they had problems with mail thieves. I imagine living in an apartment complex, you got one big box of mailboxes, and you go out, put your key in, and get your mail. Well, it wasn't there. She didn't get it. I said, well, once it gets to your mailbox and it says it's delivered, it's no longer my problem. Then it's a you problem. So now you have to take your receipt and go to the post office and go through the claim process like I did. So I told her how to do that, and I think she got satisfied. I think she got her money anyway. Yep. Well, yeah, a lot of times, especially flat stuff, if you don't have it marked fragile or do not machine or whatever, they run it through a machine. And a lot of times, you get stuff that gets opened if it's not sealed properly, or bent corners, or if there's something hard in there that, depending on the tension on the rollers on the machine, if there's something hard in an envelope, it'll get squished to a corner and it'll get squished right out. That's why you got to tape everything up, all the sides, everything. You got to tape everything up. You got to tape the piece, the item inside the envelope so it won't move. As much as I bitch about getting taped pieces out of a bubble wrap envelope, I prefer people do that. Yeah, Lisa, if you're unsure about whatnot, talk to somebody, AG, who knows what the hell they're doing, and then partake. It'll be all right. Like I say, you just have to pay attention on whatnot. You just have to pay attention. I prefer not to, but that's me. I'm old. I'm set in my ways. Get off my lawn. One of those guys, I always have, everywhere I go, I always have an ounce of silver with me. Always. It's in the bottom of my coffee cup. Oh, there's my Garfield sticker too. It's in the bottom of my coffee cup. And I said this before, coffee is acidic, right? And silver is antimicrobial. And I kind of figured that the acid's eaten into the silver, maybe a little bit. So maybe I'm getting some health benefits out of it. I don't know. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to think of the guy that pours over here, Western Iowa or Nebraska. Nebraska or South Dakota? Right across the border. Ah, Jesus. Not eating dimes. I'm drinking. What is this? Is this a maple leaf in here? Oh, can't see. It's an ounce. I think it might be an Atmex ounce or something like that. It's nothing numismatic. No dollar value to it. I think it's an Atmex round. Yeah, whatever. What do you mean? People pay big money in the medical industry for colloidal silver, and I don't know what colloidal silver is actually made from. I guess maybe I could Google it, but silver has antimicrobial properties. And so I figure coffee's acidic. It should be eating away at the silver, however tiny that might be. And so I'm ingesting silver all the time. I don't know. Might not be. It might just be in there to make noise. I don't know. But can't hurt, can it? Got a whole bag of dimes right there, but they're not silver. I even got some colored ones in there. I can see that from here. But, oh shit. That one cigar box is open. Lisa, you didn't see before. I showed to the four ladies I got from Deadwood Tobacco Company. There are 6 ladies. Deadwood Tobacco Company has 6 lady themed cigars, and generally those are the sweet ones, because they're kind of like a Swisher Sweet, all except for the Dominicana. That one's not, but it's supposed to be, I think. I don't know. I got Crazy Alice. There's Crazy Alice, and come on. Swear to God, these latches are. I don't have any thumb. I don't have any nails, so don't bitch at me. And there's the artwork inside. And that's why I like these boxes, is because they have artwork in them. It's a Crazy Alice. Here's the girl with no name. There is the girl with no name. And then here is the Fat Bottom Betty. Here is a Dominicana. And these are the ones I like the best. They're the right size for me. They say they were 50 by 6 by 50. 6 inches long, 50 millimeter, or 50 centimeter. And then there's Sweet Jane and Crazy Alice, I think. Nope, Leather Rose. There's a Sweet Jane and Leather Rose yet, and I'll get a box from each one of those. But I sent a Crazy Alice to Gambit or somebody, and then I sent Fat Bottom Betty to Jenna. So anybody wants a box, if they're like $10, I'll ship you a box. I think they're only $4 to buy them, and then whatever it costs to ship them. They're just neat. I like them. They're wood. They have actual hinges and latches. They're not just like a cardboard box. We discussed that earlier. There are still plenty of cardboard boxes. Like my Gurkha samplers come in plastic, zip, and they have a moisture wicking pad in there. And there are 2 of the sampler packs. One's a red, one's a yellow. And you'll get different cigars in each one depending on what you're getting. But I found that I like the 12-year and the Pure Evil. And I bought a half a box of Pure Evil. And that box that they come in is also cardboard. So I better put you over here now so you can see stuff. You see, I did take the hat off of Tom there. Where is he at? Over there. The other way, right there. That's where he's at, right there. I took the hat off and put it away. Christmas is over. Holidays are done. Everything back to normal, kind of. And if we get some good weather, what is a temperature up here today? Where's my temperature at? Oh, come on, quit that yet. God damn, this phone sucks bad.
See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill. What do you like about him?
It sucks bad.
Well, I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me, he understood me.
So now we've reached the stage of Trump praising Bill Clinton while he's telling people to move on from the Epstein
I'm trying
files.
to exit.
I think it's really time for the
with my
country to get
finger.
into something else, really.
While
won't
he's
let
crying
me.
about Thomas Massey and Rand Paul, two of our best
They won't
and
let
most
me.
honest congressmen.
No matter what we do, this moron, no matter what
Jesus
it is,
Christ,
we can
man.
put them all together. I think, Mike, what would you say the top 5 things? Name them. We'll put them in one.
I'm going to have to turn this fucking phone off. It is 32 degrees today. That is right at freezing. Now, when the weather gets above freezing during the day, that means above 32 and below freezing at night, it's time to tap trees for sap, because the sap in maple trees is stored in the roots in the wintertime. In the fall is when maple trees put buds on. Okay, so there's buds on the end of every branch on a maple tree. The sap has to go up the tree, out the branches to those buds for them to expand out into leaves. Right? So all you're doing is interrupting that flow a little bit when it goes up and down, because when it's above zero, it'll go up in the tree. When it's below zero, it'll go back down to the root. Once it's above 32 degrees, once it's above 32 degrees or freezing, zero. Why did I say zero? I don't know. I was thinking of Canada, I think. Anyway, once it's above 32 degrees and it stays there, the sap season is over, because it won't come back down. Okay, and when it comes back down in the fall, early winter, it doesn't go back up. So there's no up and down. There might be a little, but not much. Anyway, what the amount of moisture in the ground in the fall is going to determine how good your sap flow is going to be. And if there's not a lot of moisture and you don't get a lot of snow, what's going to happen is you're going to have less of a volume of sap, but because there's less volume, it's going to be, the sugar is going to be more concentrated in that volume. If there's a lot of water in the fall, lots of snow, lots of melt, you're going to have a high volume of sap, but the sugar content is going to be spread out in that sap. So you got to boil down more to make the same syrup. That's all. It's easy. It's not rocket science. It's fun. All right, let me see. What are you doing? There you go. Half dove, completely healed. Silver skin, yeah. Well, yeah, you use that a lot for burns. Yeah, I know. My phone is, and what it was is my old phone had a cracked screen. That's all. I could read it. I knew what. It wasn't a big deal. My girl thought I had to have a new phone, so they went together and they bought me a new phone for Christmas. They transferred all my files and numbers and everything over to the new phone, set me up. All I have to do is use it. That's all I got to do is use it. And they even put a case on it, shot case for dropping and stuff. And I hate it. I hate to say it, but I mean, it does have a better camera. This thing right here. You see this thing right here? That cover for the lenses is a piece of shit. You might as well just left that off. It nothing. I don't like it. I do like the fact that it has a stand on it. I do like that fact, but the one on my old phone broke right away, so I had to tape it to hold it in place. But yeah, I mean, the way this thing acts, it almost acts like it's doing it on its own. When I touch something and move my finger, God damn, you got to be so careful. I hate the goddamn thing, but well, it's not. I don't hate the phone. I hate the way it acts. That I guess that's what. Yeah, I hate the way it acts. Anyway, all right. I think that's about it. How long have we been on? An hour and a half already. I think that's probably long enough. We did the opening and we did our talking. So, when does it? Silver price. What's silver price going to do? Going to go back up. Or, which might be another option here, is that silver will stay right about where it's at right now, up and down, up and down, up and down, over the $80 mark, simply because that market wants to see what the government's going to do as far as that silver stockpile and creating an absolute floor for strategic metals, a market floor. Government's going to intervene in the silver market, platinum, palladium, gold, and create a floor. Price can never go below that threshold. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. But what I think the government's trying to do is force the comics out of strategic metals and contracts. That's what I think they're trying to do. Short contracts. And any contract that they have, they need to have metal to back it up. That's what I think they're trying to do with strategic metals. And silver is one. So that's what I think is going to happen. And then industry, because it needs it for phones, for solar panels, for electric batteries, for electric cars, for electric goddamn everything, the price will go up. But it will never go below that $75 or $80 bench floor that they put on it. So, but I think it's still going to go up. All of the fundamentals, all the basics are still the same. Mine output, above ground stockpiles, industrial demand, military demand, all of those fundamentals are still the same. So you can look for silver to go higher, and JP Morgan and a lot of the big bankers that drove that price down to 75, sold all their shorts, got out of it, are gone now. All the raising of margin rates, I think shook all the little traders out. So I think that market is probably the COMEX for silver and strategic metals is probably done. But we'll see. Yeah, AGI is doing that too yesterday. I took all the little stuff off I could with the butane torch, with my propane torches. But I got some bigger ones I got to take out on the forge floor and put in the vise there because I'm going to have to use a oxyacetylene torch to heat them up because they're that big. And the rest of it's copper, so that goes into the copper bucket. And that's all nice, clean copper. I took one transformer apart yesterday, had two little nuggies of silver on either end, and it was covered in plastic, big square thing like that. And it was thick. It was thick like that. And I took the little nuggies. I tried to get the little nuggies of silver off, but I didn't want to torch on the plastic, so I cut them off with a grinder, and then I got them loose. But I started breaking the plastic. I wanted to see what was underneath it. Jesus Christ, it was all copper wire. And so I took the grinder hammer and chisel, and I split the plastic that was on around it, peeled it off. That was a lot of copper in there, a lot of copper wire. So you can look, but if you're not sure, just take a file and scrape it a little bit. You'll be able to tell if it's silver or copper. Most of the old knife switches I ever saw were all copper. I never saw any silver in them, but yeah, just take a file and file the top or whatever, and you'll tell right away what it is. If it's copper or if it's brass or if it's silver, you'll be able to tell. Electric starters for cars? Or you talking starters and ballast for lights and stuff? I don't know about old ballasts. And the starters for, yeah, I don't know about them. Oh, electric motors, starters. Lots of copper, lots of steel. I don't think there'd be any silver in there unless it came off of something real new. I don't know. Anything I suspect, I use a file on just to see. You'd find more silver in transformers, I think, than anything. Capacitors, little flat mica capacitors, lots of stuff on circuit boards have silver in them. What is the one thing in microwaves? Shit. Yeah. Dehumidifiers have a lot of copper. Anything that has a compressor motor in, yeah, buddy, lots of copper. Cut the top off, drain the oil, pull that rotor out of there. That thing's just full of copper. They might have, but I'm not real sure it's worth the work to get it off for as much as there is. It's like some of these little contacts in the thing that I was doing yesterday. For the work and the gas involved, it really wasn't worth it. Now, the big square pieces on the big breakers, yeah, that'll be worth it. But the magnetron, yeah, there you go. Anything with a compressor motor in is huge with copper. I think maybe copper might be the next metal to skyrocket. I think, but who knows? I think I'm just going to pale my copper and separate it into clean and dirty because I got a lot of electrical cords on old appliances, and I'm not going to burn them or scrape all that shit off. So I just put them in a bucket or in a barrel all the electrical cord, all the cables and electrical wires, all that stuff, that all goes in there. Anything that's clean goes in the other one. But aluminum was a good price. I got my price list from the recycler on the refrigerator, so I know what the hell I get. I pick up a new price list every time I go up there. What, the copper, AG, or silver? I don't think I got enough of them to make. I don't think I got enough of them to do any coins. I might have after I get all the big ones taken off, but I haven't been out there to do that. I've been out there, but I just didn't do it. Let's put it that way. 1 o'clock. All right. I'm going to have to get ready, and I got to go down and load the tires and all that stuff yet. Yes, I know. I got a couple hours to go, but I got to feed the cat, let her in the shed, talk to her, check my wood out in the wood stove. So, all right, guys, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to end this one. Peace out.